Hello. It's time because I really need a cider. They've been staring at me all evening. Ah, that's the stuff. That's the stuff. How's everyone doing? Welcome to Tuesday. Welcome to Game Boy Hell. I'm actually starting to. I think it's probably because I've not been doing as much Game Boy Z80 recently, but I've been enjoying these Game Boy streams more recently. I think it's literally just because I've been doing mapping rather than coding, so it's probably why. I hope everyone's doing well. The world resets tomorrow, doesn't it? So we'll see what new hell comes upon us. Well, one thing gets reset. COVID's not going to get reset, but at least some things are getting reset, which is good. Let's smooth that up out of the way. Okay, cool. Yeah, so tonight I want to fix a couple of bugs. I made a couple of notes on keys. Keys and doors were broken, and there was some priority thing. But I thought what I'd do before we start is I'm going to quickly just show you what I've been doing today. Let me just start that. It's just Mega 65 stuff. I'll start this because it's a good capture thing. It's probably not going to work now because I've got the. It's not going to, is it? And I'll add some points and start the races. No, it's not going to work, is it? God damn you. Okay. It's all right. I can do this. There you go. So this is my parallax scroller for Mega 65. Let me just add some points to you all. It's early days, but it's definitely working, and it's all using tile maps, so I can still do character animations and stuff. And I've still got enough room to do software sprites over the top, so it's looking pretty nice. Oh, oh, oh! I don't know if there was a glitch for anyone else then, but my computer froze or something. Anyway, oh, I already had that. I already had a capture thing on screen. So what I thought I'd show you is just how easy it is to make with LDTK. We talked about this briefly last Tuesday. So I thought I'd show you how this works. It's kind of cool. So let me just clear the layers. Why clear actually? I've never actually cleared with this. I think it's trying to clear now. It's a bit slow because I've got tons and tons and tons of rules set up for it. Hey, Sean. Good. Twitch glitch. Okay, yeah. I thought something weird went on. Okay, LDTK has crashed on me. It's a little bit kind of slow and clunky this at times, but it's a brilliant tool once you get used to it, and it has completely crashed on me. Not a great start when I'm trying to show you how good this tool is, and the first thing it does is crash. Let me close my editor as well. It might be my editor being open. But what this is, it's an auto tiler. So once you set up some rules, you can do some pretty cool stuff. So I thought I thought I'd show it you because because of that, it's kind of funky like that. Can I just clear that layer? I don't want to delete the layer. What I want to do is yeah. There we go. All right. So what it allows you to do is you can pick some kind of scenery type things and you can draw. And then depending on what you draw, it fills in differently. So as I draw ground, it will draw rocks, and it will try and draw plants and stuff over the top. If I draw thin enough, it will build platforms like so. And you can code these rules exactly how you want them to be as well, so you can set them exactly as you want. So for instance, if I want a cave here, see how at the moment it's just normal ground, whereas if I fill it in with cave like so, it'll build a cave like that. Oops. I think I have to go up to it. I can't remember the rule. Yeah, there you go. It's really cool tool to play around with. I spent quite a long time writing the rules for it, but I think they're pretty awesome now. And it's free as well. So it's by the guys who did Dead Cells. And it's so good to work with. So good to work with. It's like now if I want a body of water, so I can make it a bit deeper actually. Those caves. I'm not going to do this for long. I'm going to get on with the game in a minute. I just wanted to show you this because it's freaking awesome. And it's what I'm using to do the maps for the Mega 65 stuff at the moment. And the rules are fully customizable, so you can set them to do what you want. So if I do, so I wrote this little rule, which I don't know why it's done that there. Maybe because I did water. I don't know why. I don't know why it's put that there. That's weird. I think that's because of the random thing. Yeah, there you go. You can randomize it and stuff. So it's very cool. Very cool. Better than the game maker. Yeah, so it's built on these rules. So you basically you create a rule, and you tell it, given these things that are around, what you should place. So this one places these vines along the bottom here like that. Thanks for the follow, Ben Gizmo. Thanks for the resub as well, 6502 Kebab. I missed that, and thanks for the host, Andy, as well. So yeah, anyway, that's what I used to do that. This thing, it's just built in that with these backgrounds as well. And what I've done is exported it to Assaprite, which was a bit painful to do because it can't do it naturally. So I had to kind of get the right zoom level so it's pixel perfect and then export it. But apparently it's coming in the next version. There's an experimental PNG export, and then my compile just builds it based on them. Okay, cool. It actually exports it exports a JSON file and your tile maps as well at the moment. It can also export tiled, which is another tile editor. But they're going to be adding layer exports soon for PNG. So no, I didn't. I just no. Well, I'm going to start it now anyway. So I added points. So yeah, right. Okay, starting the quiz, and then we'll get on with the game. Get on with the code. So there you go. So yeah, there's a few people trying to get artists now to work with me on this. So because I think I need an outstanding kind of character artist really to get this done right. But it should be pretty decent. All right, let's see where we're at. So what I seem to remember is there was a bug with key persistence was one, so we'll do that now. Oh, that's not a good place to spawn, is it? So I think Oh, well, I've already got a green key to begin with. I should probably start somewhere else, shouldn't I? Let's find somewhere better to start. I mean, this would be the best place right here. This screen's probably the best, but oh, for fuck's sake. Because I've got, I'm not infinite lives, but I've got a lot of lives. Yeah, this screen's probably a good place to start, like here. Because what I need to see, actually, no, it needs to be somewhere where I can grab a key. I just need to not have the key, I think, when I start. Because the problem is once I grab the key, if I go back, I can get the key again. So I've just grabbed a key now. Oh, shit. Oh, it's not there now. Maybe I'm imagining things. There's definitely no key there. Okay. I swear I saw that problem. Bollocks. Oh, there's a bit of a sprite glitch there. Is it down here? There's definitely a problem for this. Uh, God, I wish I could remember where the hell the. Oh, that's not good. Oh man. Next quiz in 30 minutes. Yeah. No, it's been changed to every 30 minutes to kind of try and limit the spam in the channel. The spam was getting a little bit much. So okay, let's start by getting rid of the key on the player at the beginning. Near a water bit in the green door. Yeah, I do remember one of the green doors was failing massively. Like you could open the 3 green doors, and then when you went back, one of them was still open, still closed. Okay, let's just. It's a really bad place for me to spawn there. Okay, so the key persistence seems to be all right. Actually, Let's just play through. Let's see where it breaks again. Could probably do with a key number somewhere. A screen number. Actually, let me put that in. That makes a lot of sense. Just to have I don't know, down here somewhere or something. It's a screen number, so I know where we are. Yeah, I'm gonna put it down here. All right. So, in order to do that, I also played around with the editor a little bit today. Just got rid of some of the crashes that were happening. It was fairly easy to fix. I mean, the thing's still buggy as hell, but it's better than it was. Okay, current screen. Where's the current screen? I swear there was a current screen thing or something. God, I haven't looked at this code for a while. Open doors. Keep assist. Oh yeah, look here. Each screen contains a list of item indexes to be cleared on entry. Okay. So unless there was more things on there, no, there wasn't. There's only 3 doors and a key on that screen. So, we'll play through it and see what happens. But I think there we go. Current screen. I knew it was called that. Now, having never done BCD, I don't even know if you can do BCD on here. Probably not. Maybe you can actually. I don't know. I don't need it. I'm not going to use that. Not loader. I want map. So this is an entire map drawer here. Okay, right. So you're going to do it down here. Can on Z80 probably, but you can't on the GB Z80. Okay, fair enough. It's fine. I don't expect it to be able to do anything. It's terrible. Okay. So what I need to do, I do need to load this map editor up so I can have a look at the font to see what the correct font values are. Yeah, so I can now edit the tiles. I added a couple of new ones in, so I added some of these bricks in today, just for some variation as we go through the level, and also some of these as well. So these kind of random brick patterns, because I was thinking it might be nice to fill the background a little bit more. We'll see how that looks. Actually, I might try some out because I was looking at it before and it kind of looked all right. I just wonder if it's unnecessary or not. You know, like this, just dotted around various types, just to make it look less kind of blank in the background. So I want this to be a much more polished version than the C64 one. As soon as it's getting a hardware, the physical release. Okay, so what I was looking for, I'm looking for the numbers which start here, which is at 48. Okay, so the same as C64, basically. Okay, so in that case, what I'm going to do. Oh, and I want to work out where. Well, we'll come back to where it is on the screen in a minute. So we've got a value here. Can I load X? See, I can't even remember what I can and can't do now. Don't even know if I can do that. No, because it's not such thing as X. It's B, isn't it? See? My God, it's been a long time since I did this. Okay, so compare accumulated with 10. If it's, oh my God, I've completely forgotten how to code in Z80. This is really, really bad. Oh shit, I've completely forgotten. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Wow. No, we pushed that value on. So all I'm doing here now is I'm going to keep looping while subtracting. So subtracting 10 and increasing B. Like so. Then I'm going to push the value in the accumulator because we need that. And then I'm going to load the accumulator with the contents of B. I'm going to add. Hey, well, hope you're doing well. Feeling really warm in here today. It's really not cooling me down much at all, that thing. Let's put that one on as well. Okay, and now I should just be able to load this into a memory address. So let's have a look. It's not that, is it? It is. I'm going to stick it down here, I think, where it's not getting touched. Do it on the lives on the corner here. So 9020, 9021. So I'll put it on 9021. Oh my god, I'm having serious problems remembering how to do how to even code. Wow, I'm glad I don't do this all the time. It sounds like Z80 is one of those things people subconscious. I definitely want to forget about it. Thing is, I don't do it enough. So if I did it every day, it would be normal to me. But having to kind of remember things at the moment. So what I'm doing is quite simple, but it's taken me a while to remember the commands for everything. So I'm hoping to do a Mega 65 stream next week because I haven't done one for a while. I will do one next week. The value is current screen. Yep. Okay, what's it doing that? Is it because I wrote debug? What? Oh, is it this? Because I can't actually do that. So I have to remember everything goes through that accumulator. Hey, it's really warm. I need to drink more of this. No, why is it coming to the debugger all the time? Why is this all of a sudden happening? Something in here is triggering the debugger. I can't remember what. I know there's some weird thing that you can do to trigger the debugger. Oh, hang on. Did I put maybe I put a macro in it for some load B with B. Okay. Okay, that should be fine. Oh, it's because of this push here. That's why. That's why. Okay. There we go. Okay, so it's saying screen one. It's just saying screen one all the time. Is this the right one? Maybe this is wrong. Again, I can never remember with these. So if it's less than that, what I'm hoping to see is that this number changes as I move between screens. And it's not, it's staying on 0. Oh, but this is tens though, so let's see if go on to the next screen. Okay. And we can do the same thing here, but put in 2 2. In fact, let's do 20 and 2 2 1. That should give us a units. This is the units bit here. Yeah, hopefully I'll have an artist ready to work with me by next week. If not, then I'll just do some code around the engine stuff that I want to do anyway. But I mean, what is the value in current screen? I feel like it's D424. Okay, so looking D424. D424 is 10, so it's actually 16 here, and it's showing 11. Oh, don't need to do that. Just need to do that. All right, it's coming back to me now. It's coming back to me now. There we go. Right. Okay. Now we've got the screen numbers. So now we've got the screen numbers, we can actually play the game properly and start the game where the problems are, basically. Just saves me having to go look it up. So oh fuck. I know how this game works and I still die all the time because I just take stupid risks. My instinct is to run when that goes up. It's not the right thing to do at all. Okay, did need to add a flying creature in there. Let's go and have a look at the map editor. So as I go along as well, I'm gonna keep checking with the map editor to see, because I think I did add something in there actually. Yeah, see, I added one up there, so that's good. We'll build as we go along. Shall I use a sprite collision disable? I just need to learn how to play my game. I mean, it isn't hard. Okay, so there is a piece up here that needs to be like hidden rocks. So I'm going to do that now in here. So in order to do this, what we need to do is we need to copy some rocks to somewhere else, and then create a non-passable version of them in a different timeline. So we'll copy it here. Okay, so there's our rocks. I'm going to make them solid in this mode. So you see that these yellow boxes say that they're solid. But then in this timeline, there's nothing there, which is what we want. We want this timeline to be blank. So this timeline is the if you can see the ladder, then it's the past timeline. So I'm going to put the rocks in. So I need to make a new tile as well out of these. So just make sure I'm using a blank tile. That's everything else is taken. Yeah, so this one here. And they all need to be the same color, like so. So this area looks kind of weird because it's got the solid kind of the very straight wall here. That's fine. That's kind of what we want. We want there to be a bit of a clue that something is not quite right here, and you should be kind of investigating a bit further. So I am gonna fill the wall in a little bit like so. Oops. Just leave that there, actually. That's fine. Why do I keep pressing the wrong one? There we go. There we go. It does need to come across a little bit more. And the reason it needs to come across a little bit more is because, firstly, it will give us a clue that there's something to move to here. But secondly, you need to be able to jump up to here. And you wouldn't be able to do that in this timeline. You'd have to go into this timeline. and that timeline won't allow you to jump up there. So actually, that needs to be like so. Okay, that'll do. Wait, what's that copying like that? That's weird. Okay. Morning, Spandex Dandy. I like that name. Nearly lunchtime there in New Zealand. Wow. Okay, that should be fine. And the ladder still comes up there, which is good. Okay, and now this area is only passable in the right timeline, which is what we want. I'm going to put some stuff on here because this looks a bit shitty with this wall here. So let's put some Aber on. Not that I know what this tune is, honestly. Okay, so yeah, happy with that. Let's just carry on though for now. So I've got the green key here. Oh, what am I doing here? Is this saving the project? Yeah, okay. Damn it. Might have to have a think about how those areas work. It's a really good version of it, actually. It's pretty spot on. Okay, so if I remember rightly, that's no. Okay, you can jump over that. I need to practice that. Oh, see, look, the door. Yeah, this room's got serious problems. This room has serious problems. Okay, so let's start in room. Let's start in room 37 with the green key. Okay. So green key. That column disappears in old mode on C64. Yes. Oh, that's a good point. I need to remove that. Thank you. It was on the list of, well, the mental list of things to do. Where's the, there it is. Fucking hell, what was the room number again? 37. Okay, let's export the map data and let's do that column change. So here's the column, and in this mode it shouldn't exist, and it does exist, but it's got no collision, which is kind of funny. But it shouldn't exist at all in here, so let's just get rid of it. Turn all the collision off. So this is the only thing you got to be careful of when you're drawing stuff into this tile set, that you check both timelines to make sure that you're not overwriting something that already exists, because then you cause all sorts of weird problems. So that should get rid of the things when we're down here now, which it does. I'm not happy with these torches in this mode. I feel like there need to be something different. Or maybe they need to animate still or something. I'm not sure. Well, I'm going to revisit them at some point now. Okay, let's save the project again. Let's export. Oh, well, I mean, it's put me here, but that's fine. I checked that last time, didn't I? Okay, that's good. Okay, so there seems to be a problem with this door here. In that if I open it, oh, what? Huh? Is it to do with this green key? Maybe it's to do with that green key. Let's go and grab that green key and then do it. See what happens. Oh my god. Oh, I can't grab that one because I already got one. Shit. Yeah, I need to stop that from happening. Oh, it needs to be invulnerable. That's what it needs to be. Okay. Is it due to you dying before going back into the room? Yeah, I'm not sure actually. Let's get that one. Man. Oh, you see there's just a weird sprite glitch as well. Need to figure that out. Seems to be something related to dying. Yeah, I've not heard Airwolf for a while. Makes a change. Oh shit! Now I still need the. Yeah, it needs invulnerability definitely. Huh? So due to dying, yeah, I'm not. So I'm not sure what's going on here now. There's definitely something not right with the persistence, but I have no idea what. Which is going to make life really, really difficult. Ah, damn. Okay. Let's just play it again. I'm just going to keep playing it until I figure out what it is that's wrong. Does the fact that you can't see key colors in auto mode make a difference? The keys have got patterns on them. So I obviously it's something I thought about and realized, yeah, it does. It is kind of a problem. So I've put patterns on the keys. So you'll see the green key has the cross pattern on it, and the green door has a cross pattern on it as well. The first time you unlocked all three and went right, as soon as you came back the rightmost door, yeah, that's what I remember. So I'm just going to keep going through until I see a problem, and then we'll try and replicate it. So I've got no keys at the moment. Damn it. Ah. Remember a bloody how to play my own game. That's the annoying thing. Oh, I added that girder in as well, which is not there before. In old mode, it should be there in both modes, so that's working now. This is an area we had to fix. Why did I have to fix this? Can't remember. Was it to do with falling through or something? Sure, there was like an area where I fell through the floor or something, or maybe I fixed it. Missing column in girder room. Yeah, I couldn't fit it in. There isn't enough room to fit it in. Not everything is going to end up in the game. Oh shit! I don't know, what did I do then? Oh, he dies in water before he even falls. Okay, I need to make a note of that. Water deaths. Need to investigate that a little bit because that's not quite right. Yeah, it's an emulated thing. On the real device, it doesn't do that. Oh man, has it been half an hour already? That was quick. Yeah, I feel like the some of the collision feels a little bit off, but let's keep the power going. Okay, so I've got a green. So I have got a green key here. Okay. I have no idea why that door doesn't work sometimes. It's really strange. Oh, that means this should work now as well. So let's check this out. Yeah. Oh, okay. I might need to move that crate because I can get stuck here. Which if I haven't got power is going to be dodgy. You should technically always have power because of where you land here. But you could do that, for instance, and now I'm completely blocked. So yeah, I'm gonna get rid of that crate down there. That's a problem. This is so slow. All right. Okay. This is all part and parcel of doing this test, I guess. But it would be nice to figure out how this bug is happening instead of having to keep playing through it. It would help if I didn't suck as well. Inconsistent rare bug, yeah. And it's always the same. It's always this doesn't make any sense. And that's how I feel about this. At this moment in time, it doesn't make any sense why it would be doing that randomly and not all the time. Okay, so we've got to go this way. We've got to open. Oh no, we don't. We can go this way first and get the green. Yeah, let's go this way. Shit. Yeah, there wasn't quite enough room to fit the column in there. But well spotted. Shows you've sometimes uh, Okay. I do think it needs a bit of background. I think I am going to put some bricks, kind of faded out bricks in the background. Oh, those blue those blue lines are a marker to tell me that I needed to do something, but I think I've already done it because it seems to be fine now. So I'm going to get rid of it. I can't remember for the life of me what it was I needed to do. Oh, was it? Ah, it was just the. Yeah, see, why is that like that? Maybe that should be a different brick. Maybe that's the. Yeah, it needs to be a different brick, doesn't it? All right, let's do that. So it would be. Oops. Let's make sure that exists in both timelines. It does. I can go there. I need these on the top. Oh shit! Wrong way. I keep forgetting that it's not up to jump on the game, but it's an actual button for it. Oh, how we're spoilt. Okay, so I've got a green and a red now. So maybe it's the order of doing these. So if I open that, I wish I could figure out. Oh, look, that door's. I opened that door and now it's closed again. Oh, for fuck's sake. This is so irritating. Okay, what I'm going to do, I'm going to start with the green and the red keys, and I'm going to start on. Might as well start on this screen. So let's start with green and the red. Start on screen 45. See if we can duplicate this. I hate this kind of bug. It's the worst kind of bug you can possibly have. Yeah, it's definitely something to do with the persistence, but I don't know why it would be different at different times. I need to find there's going to be a root cause to it, something that's the same. So I opened this first, then I went this way, and I kind of, in fact, I died once. Oh my god. I can really get stuck in those columns. Well, let's have a go at fixing the column stick thing. So if I'm in a column there, I can move out that way. So let me try and get in the middle of the platform. Oh shit. Yeah, see, I'm completely stuck there. I can't get out. Okay, so I need something if I'm in this position. Okay. I mean, ideally, all I need to do is nudge the player in one direction a little bit. So if I just, for instance, if I uh, where's the freaking ramp gone? So we have player X, right? So if I find out where player X is, D40B. Okay, so all I want to see is if I just nudge the player to one side, does it fit it? Because then I can just check if I'm being blocked on both sides. Well, there's a couple of bugs we're working on at the moment. The one I'm just about to fix now is getting stuck in. Oops, what is it? There we go. Is getting stuck in these columns. So what I'm going to do is, if you are stuck, it's just going to nudge you to the left every frame. So this is where I am at the moment, 1.8. So if I just change that to like 1.6 or something, and then close. See, now I've nudged a slight bit to the left, and I can get out. So that's all I'm going to do on that case. So that is a collision check, and there's going to be two places where that's important. So what I'm going to do, let's fix this one first, because I think this is definitely an easy one because I can replicate it. So let's go and have a look for the player control. So we've got these checks here which check for that we can walk left and we can walk right. Now, is that constantly being updated, or is it only if we're pulling in that direction? Okay, only if we're pulling in that direction. So I'm going to create a section here, and I'm going to call this, I'm going to put a big note at the top saying bug fix, capitals, nudge player left 2 pixels if stuck and can't move left or right. Okay, so to do this, what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to check the can we walk things on both sides. So we've already got it on this side here. See, I feel like this should not be repeated twice, but think about this, and I really not. This is why I don't do GB Z80. Hate it. It's horrible to look at. That's the biggest problem. Okay, let's just copy that, right? So okay. So what we're looking for is it solid? If not, then we'll jump to no, if it is solid, then we jump to blocked left. Otherwise, we jump to not blocked, like so. And then blocked left, we just do the same, but with sorry, with the right hand side. So we do this block here, basically. So not blocked is just going to skip ahead. And then these ones need to jump to this position here. Because this is saying we're blocked in at least one of these positions. So this would be not blocked, which means this bit here then would be I'm just going to decrease it by 1 because it should gradually slide us out of that position. Yeah, that should be fine. All right. Okay, let's give that a try. So hopefully that should stop us from getting blocked. And I should be able to check that in. There's at least 2 places where I know we're going to need that. One is on these columns here, and the other one was that rock area up at the top. So let's give that a try. I need a new side. That's what I need. Oh no. Okay, so now it's just sliding it to the left all the time. So I've obviously flipped those, incorrectly flipped these around. These should not be this. They should be this. Hopefully, I've not made a mess. It's all in one place, so if I have made a mess, it's easy enough to fix. Okay, so fine here. I'm not getting blocked. So if I go into this screen and I stand here, oh damn it! For fuck's sake, just get killed. All right, stand here and then change timeline. You see, it moves me until I become unblocked. So that's actually working. So let's just get some more. Try again. So wait for that to go by. So if I stand right in the middle, see how it moved me ever so slightly? So that's kind of working. Let's just do another check up here. So there's this section over this side. So there's a piece of wall here. There's definitely some, when I come off the ladder, there's definitely something wrong there. So sprite glitch on ladders or something. Glitch old ladders. This is basically what I need to do for the next couple of streams like this, is just go through these bugs and solve them all. This is the worst part about making games, is the bugs at the end. Especially if you work for a company called CDPR. Oh yeah, I went there. Shit, okay. Let's just go and get some oh crap, I need power. God damn it. All right. Yeah, I mean, this is always the case. You can get 90%, 95% or so of the way through the game, and it's always that last 5% that takes the longest, because now you've got to solve all the bugs. So there you go. That's that one solved. So we just fill up. God damn it! Fill up when it's like that. Got to. Yeah, it's when I come off the ladder in the sprite glitch old ladders. Okay. So if I just stand here, it'll slide me until I get out. Okay, cool. So that's that bit solved. Let's take a look at this ladder glitch then. God damn it. So there seems to be a glitch when you climb a ladder and get off it, you go into a weird state. Sometimes. Of course, it's not going to happen now, is it? Yeah, it's not going to freaking work now, is it? Oh, it's if you push up. No. You just push up, it's fine. If I push up and to the left, it's sometimes fine and then sometimes it breaks. Oh, such randomness. God damn it. All right, tell you what, I'm going to take a quick break. I'm going to get some fresh air because it's getting really warm in here. I'm just going to try and get some cooler air over to this side of the room. And hopefully the a couple of minutes break will help me sort things out. Yes, I think that is exactly what's going on, Andy, but I'm just going to take a break for a minute and then we'll do it. But yeah, I think that's what it is. Yeah, it's jumping to the wrong frame. It's doing like one frame with the wrong thing and then jumping back. I just need to make sure that when the state changes, it goes to it goes to the correct. It resets any frame counters. Easy enough to do, but I'll do it when I get back. So I'm going to leave the quiz on and the race on. I should be back in 5 minutes, guys. Be right back. Okay. I didn't get any cool air over here either, but whatever. It's fine. It's fine. I'll just sweat to death. Oh, I forgot to even talk about the quiz. So, not the quiz, the competition. Well, let me stop the break as well. So, for those who don't already know, I have put. Oh, I've got another entry. Okay, let me just. I will, because you see what I type, so I'm not going to do that. Okay, cool. So there is a competition currently running in the Discord. The competition is to it's in the monthly giveaway. The Discord is here, and the challenge is to make this pattern basically in as few bytes as possible. So you can use whatever technique you want to do it. You can use basic, you can use assembly. It's absolutely fine to use whichever one you want. You have to make this pattern. It has to be a PRG file that I can just drop into Vice, and it run successfully without me doing anything else. Just need to drop it into into Vice. Yeah. Shannon, can you dissect the winner and use CC? Yeah, not a problem. We'll go through that. Yeah. The current announced leader. So I'm not going. If somebody gives me a file and it's in the lead, but they haven't announced how many bytes to in the channel, they've kept it private. Then I'm not going to tell you that exists. So the only public leader that we have at the moment is 72 bytes. That's the current leader. But that is Paul from Mega 65, and the prize is a Mega 65 Nexus 4 board. So he's not going to claim that prize at all. He just wanted to have a go at it, and that's what he came up with. So yeah, that's the idea. You got till next week, so a week on Saturday, and then I will announce the winner on stream, and the winner will be getting one of these sent to them. I'm going to do this every month. There's going to be a new challenge every month. I'm going to alternate it between two ways of picking a winner. So this month it's whoever wins, basically. Whoever gets the best result will win the prize. And then next month, what I'm going to do is I'm going to set a target, and anybody who achieves that target gets entered into a prize draw. We should count Paul's, but if he wins, give the prize a second. Yeah, that's exactly what's going to happen. So Paul's already said he doesn't want the prize, obviously, because that's not fair. Target. So, for instance, with this one, the target may be to do it in under 100 bytes. So, if you get it under 100 bytes, then you go into the prize draw. But with this one, there is no target for this one. It's just the best wins. But I'm going to alternate between two. So, on even numbered months, it's going to be reach a target, and you get entered into the draw. And on odd numbered months, it's going to be the winner of a particular challenge wins it. That way, it kind of gives everybody a bit more of a chance. It still means that it's kind of dev heavy, but it does mean. So, are you giving your mods Nexus boards? They're not cheap. They're about 200 quid each. So, so yeah, I'm going to make sure that I can afford at least one each month. So unless something goes horribly wrong and the channel capitulates or something, then there should be one every month this year. So take care, my command. Nice, thank you for joining me. So yeah, that's a competition. You've got till January the 30th. I'm going to set the deadline to be, let's say, midnight on January the 30th, because that's when I'm going to do. That's when I'll close it, and that's when I'll look at the entries and announce the winner. And I'd say we'll give one of these away each month. I think this will be the last of these PRAM style boards. I think the new ones will be DDR boards, which are slightly less compatible in that you can't put widget boards and stuff on them for the Mega 65 widget boards, but they'll still run pretty much everything that I'm doing at the moment on the Mega 65. So in fact, there's nothing it won't run that I'm doing on the Mega 65 at the moment, because I'm not using any of the expansion RAM. I'm determined to do what I'm doing without expansion RAM. Um, oh, you can put the widget board on the DDR. Okay, well there you go. Then you can put the widget on the DDR. Then that's pretty good. So the widget board is like a key RAR for this, that will allow you to plug a C64 keyboard and joysticks into, as well as have a cartridge slot on it. I may or may not make some of them up at some point. I need to speak to ADDPM, who's been helping me kind of understand that a little bit. So I've got some information off him. I need to price it up, but I may make a couple of those to give out as well. So you may get them. This compost for the C64, yes. So whatever you write has to load into Vice. So it's Vice 3.4, running in PAL mode. Whatever the first kind of entries are in the settings for PAL mode, it's those settings basically. I should just be able to drop the PRG on with injector RAM and it work. Injector RAM is the only one I'm going to use. Probably worth checking with some of the M65 team to double check if they only make a widget, but I'll take one. Okay, cool. Yeah, I might make a couple of them up at some point. Apparently it gets a little bit tricky with the soldering, but I do have a microscope hot air workstation and some experience doing surface mount stuff, so I should hopefully be able to do the ST32 chip as well. I think so anyway. So check. Yes, Andy did post a note about Mac and Mac, Linux, and Windows, and some of the slight differences. While also maybe giving a little bit of a clue away as well. So worth checking out. But yeah, that's what the competition is going to be this month. It'll be something slightly different every month, but it's going to be kind of along these lines. Something simple, recreate the screenshot or generate this particular list of numbers. Yeah, whatever it's going to be, it's going to be different each month. Missed that one. Folnor, thank you for the follow, Folnor. But that's this month's anyway. So please don't share the code with anybody until after the competition is closed. Just send the finished PRG to me on a private message. You can send as many as you want. I'll just take the one that has the lowest bytes and is a successful spiral as well. Oh yeah, and as Step says, nobody can win two as well. So if you do win one, you're welcome to enter other competitions, but you won't be able to win a second one of these boards. I'll be making sure that these go to a different person each time. Because that would just be unfair if you got somebody who's like an absolute wizard at optimizing and they just win 6 of the boards. That would be unfortunate. And not why I'm doing this. I'm doing this to give the Mega 65 community some more developers who can kind of crack on and do things. Because as we talked about this last time, there's a lot of dev kits out there, and there's not enough people that are devs that actually have them, which is frustrating. They've been bought up by people who are just going to put them on shelves, basically. So, all right. So, yeah, I think what Andy said was correct. I think there is going to be an animation value in here somewhere. It's probably in this RAM, so I'm going to have a look in here. So transition state, transition. One of these is going to be an animation flag somewhere. Not sure which one though. Player frame, maybe. Okay, let's have a look through. Let's find the ladder code. Okay, so we've got this state on ladder. So this is what we need to be looking for where this is being used. Okay, this is collision. Don't really need to think about collision here. What we need to know is, are we moving up or are we moving down? And if so, which I think is this ladder controls here, yeah. How does this affect the frame? And it doesn't seem to do. It seems to be based on state. So instead, let's look for player frame. Okay, so we've got a frame timer. Probably needs resetting. But is frame timer global or is it just for this? I think it's global, so we can't mess with that. But we do have this. Look, we have this adding a value to it here, and then walk in here. Okay. So it looks like the global timers mean we don't actually change frames straight away. There's a couple of frames where we don't. You have a screenshot now. It's pinned in the Discord. So if you go into the Discord, it's pinned in the top of the Discord. It's interesting. So have had a look at a couple of entries already, and there's some interesting techniques being used. There's some interesting techniques. I'm not going to share anything with anybody. I'm not going to give a tips page away like I did with the cassette 50s. It's entirely down to you guys to figure out. But yeah, there's some interesting techniques being used. Pretty cool ones as well. So it'd be good to look through anyway. Okay, so anim player. Okay, so this is where we're going to animate our player, and we're deciding what we're doing. So what we're saying is, it's when we were on a ladder. So if we're on a ladder, we're here basically, and we're doing whatever we are doing here with our player frame. Which is we're basing it on this value here, which is shifting to the left, so this becomes 4, 2, or 0. So we're setting 2 or 0 on here, and then returning plus this. So let's write this down. So, oops. So doing that makes this 2C or 2E, and that's the kind of the up and down as you go up the ladder. Please print out over screen. And yeah, as Andy says, please test it on please test it on Windows where possible. If you think it's going to be if you think you're using some techniques which may differ from machine to machine, please test it on Windows. It's going to be the Windows machine that I test things on. If it doesn't work on my Windows machine with the settings that I've got, then it's going to fail. You can send it to me and ask me if it works for me. That's absolutely fine. You don't have to. It doesn't have to be a shock that it doesn't work. You can send it to me ahead of time, and I will test it for you. Hey, Chromus. But yeah, that's the best thing to do, I think, in those cases. Okay, so that's what if we're on the ladder, it's going 2C 2E, so the shuffle like that. But then if we stop being on the ladder and instead we're walking, then we come into this state here. And here we're checking a previous state. If we weren't walking before, then we do this. So maybe it's to do with this. Or maybe it's because it thinks we were walking because we were going up the ladder. Maybe this is the problem. So out of interest, let's just take the player state. So and what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and grab the map code that we had here. So this debug stuff, I'm going to end up pasting around everywhere now. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to stick this here. And I'm going to do it with a player state as well. So I'm going to store the player state on screen. And this time I'm going to store this at 23, 20. Actually, will that work? Probably not. Well, let's have a look. Because what I think is going on, it's if you're walking, I think maybe you can walk up the ladder and you can be in a is walking state, which is this one here. So that's to 4, but also on ladder, which is 32. So 36. So if I can get a state of 36, I think that's the problem. Yeah, it's okay. Let me just remove where that is. It's in the kind of wrong place here. Oops. That's a nice challenge. Yeah, I'm kind of pleased with it. To be fair, the credit for kind of coming up with the idea of using a challenge to award it was Mythical Duck, and the challenge itself is based on something I saw on Twitter last year or the year before. Similar sort of thing where you had to draw a cross on the screen. So I can't take full credit for coming up with that, but I think it's the perfect thing to give away the kit to, basically. So here we are. I'm on the ladder now, 4640. So that means that I'm 4640. Oh, right. So it's face left, face right. Okay. So if I'm facing left, it should be 8. So we should see 12. Okay. Okay, so it's going over 100 here. And it's going over 100 by 1. So it's going to 104, which would be ladder move, on ladder, which is 96, and face left. Okay. Oh, I wish I could see the number as it does it. Hang on, is there a way to slow this down? Because if there's a way to slow it down, then we're laughing. I'm sure I looked at this before, wasn't that, was it? Oh my god, where was it? There was definitely some way of doing this, I'm sure. Damn it. Okay, it's just. Oh man, it keeps doing it, and I keep missing the value that it's on. No, it's not. The value isn't changing. It's going to 12, which is basically just these two. So I don't think it's anything to do with that. that area at least anyway, but I'm not convinced. I'm still not convinced by this stuff here. Okay, so we're not walking, but now we are walking. Force start walk. Make sure walk always starts at the right frame. Maybe it's this thing here. Because look, here we go. Here we've got. Yeah, we're still returning and not doing anything here. And then we're taking. I think it is this bit. So the previous state is going to be whatever I was on before. So if I'm on the same state as I was before, in other words, if I was walking before, then I go to it's walking. Is it just this that's wrong? Maybe it's that. Maybe that should be a 0 because that feels. No. It's not. It's not. Yeah, it's non-zero, isn't it? Damn it! All right, so it's right. But if I just get rid of that and just force start, what happens? I bet I can't walk properly now. But it just like does something weird. I'm not feeling the code tonight on this. Yeah. Also, it started me in a. Why is it started me here? Oh, it's set that, isn't it? That's why. But I want to see if this actually fixes it because I think it might do. But obviously, it's going to be a problem because we don't. It is as well. It is that. Okay. Okay. So that makes sure that we're walking. But the problem is if we jump to this frame, then we don't actually set anything. I don't know what to do here at all. Okay. Let's think about this. Okay, what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to. So I'm checking the frame first. If the frame is more than this, we're going to jump to here. And this is just to make sure that we don't accidentally draw the wrong thing first. So now we need to check if we're more than this. Okay, so I think it should be that, I think. Let's try it. Okay. Okay, no, it's sliding around like crazy. Okay. So it's not that one. Let's switch it to, let's see. I should probably put a little note on here if this works, just to say what it is, the hell it is that I've just done. Okay, so he is walking. Okay, let's try it on the other ladder. I think that's fixed it. And I'll explain why in a second. Oh, bollocks. Such a good tune, this. All the last Ninja tunes are good. Oh, palette. Okay. So what's happening here is our frame is set to 2C or was it 2C or 2E, right? So that's what our frame is set to here. Then sometimes what was happening was when we got to the top of this ladder, we were coming into this piece of code and it was coming straight to here. And the first thing it was doing is it was checking our timer, which could take up to 7 frames. And then it was just adding 2 to our player frame. And only comparing if it was 14, not if it was more than 14. In fact, this would probably also work. So I'm going to try that actually, because that's probably a bit neater. And so it was never actually finding the right frame until it had gone too far and actually displayed an incorrect frame. Whereas this now should solve that issue. So we'll be doing Checkanoid as usual on Thursday. I still need to speak with Andy about the levels on that. Actually, I've not spoken to him since Christmas. Actually, so I don't know what's going on there. Yes, it seems to be fine now. Okay, cool. But what I'll do, I'll just pick another area of the game. We'll move on to that. I might start thinking about doing the Robotron style areas, because it's important to kind of test out the multiplexer now as well. Okay, that's good. That's working. Let's cross off my list. Okay, so I also want to take a look at water collisions. So it seemed like it seemed like colliding with water happened kind of at the incorrect time. Like way too early. So we can kind of test it here actually. It's just I think maybe because these are deadly, if I just make the ones beneath them deadly instead, I think that will solve that issue. Ah, and there we go, door persistence. For fuck's sake. Okay, so I didn't really do very much here. Okay, right. First of all, let me just make the water less deadly, if you like. So these bits here, I'm just going to turn them off so that you have to actually fall below. You have to actually fall into the blue area to die. Like so. Same in this tile set as well. Turn that one off. There we go. Could the persistence error be a code flag thing? It very well could be. Yeah, I haven't looked at the code for ages though, so I'm dreading having to go back to that. Let's try using all the power up and then going back. No, see, that's not done it. Let's try dying here. Oh, look at that. Okay, that's better. Okay, so the way the persistence works, if I remember rightly, is we have a big array of persistence data here, open doors. Each screen contains a list of door locations to be cleared on entry. First byte is an index for the next door. Oh, see. I'm gonna have a real good think about that, Anna. Damn it. Well, we could go and have a look at this area and see what's in that area. That might give us a better idea of what the persistence data is doing. So let's find that in here. Opened. Oops. Uh, oh, I thought Specumster was right there actually. I bet it's got some other weird name. Yeah, I'm not sure. I think it's probably I could have sworn that was the right name, but not sure. Oh no, all right, completely not. Everything is either or isn't a hot dog. Yes, I was way off with that game. Okay, so the open doors are at C800. So if I see an error, I can go and check. Well, let's just have a look actually, because I think this is going to look really confusing. Okay, so they're in blocks of 16, and they're going to be related to the number we've got here. So what we should see is hopefully CAD0. We can see a door. Okay. Okay, so I think what it was saying was this points to the next key, the next door. So that's this one here. Um, so when that's 0, it means it's finished. Okay, that makes sense. And this points to, I'm guessing, the position of the door. So the door is here, right? So if I have a look in here. Oh yeah, 9D22. It's there. Okay, so this is the screen address that the door starts at. Okay, so let's try and change that data somehow. So let's run this again, but this time I'm going to jump when I hit the door or something like that. 121 bytes, getting there. Yep. Also, please enter, regardless of what you get. Please enter. I want everybody to kind of have a go at this. I think it's too easy to be discouraged by other people saying what they've got in chat. Um, and honestly, I think this sounds like Turrican. Oh no, it's not. It sounds like the shoom up levels on Turrican too. I was about to make a basic version of it. Go on and speak me to it. Yeah, he did a basic version first to test kind of some theories and stuff. No, by all means, Oscar kind of talk about what you've got, but I just don't want people to be put off by that as well. I'm not saying they will be put off by it, but um, just bear in mind that nobody has to say anything. You can keep it. You could be sitting there on a 31 byte solution and just not say a thing, and nobody will know. So as I say, the highest one that's been announced, sorry, the lowest byte count that's been announced is 72 bytes, but it may or may not be the the current leader. I'm not going to say a word. And also, it's only the leader in terms of the byte count. He's not going to claim that prize. So I think I'll just make a basic version which prints all 25 lines as is. Not store some of them as variables and reuse them. Actually, I'm not sure many can be reused. Python ruins everyone, Andy. That's what it does. That's its job. It's the modern equivalent of Z80. It's inexplicably popular, but it's shit. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to jump into the door this time instead. Okay, that didn't make any difference whatsoever. So I'm just trying to see if I can break it somehow. As soon as I break it, I can go in and check the details on that screen. Okay, it's seem to be able to break it now. This is so annoying. I really, really hate it. Am I going to show you all the entries? I will show you maybe one or two winning entries. I mean, there's no point showing you more. They're all because they're all going to look exactly the same. It's just the code that's going to be different. But maybe I'll just go through them all. Maybe I'll go, and this is Andy's, and this is Paul's. But yeah, I'm gonna come up with some interesting challenges. So, see, yeah, it's good. Is there a reason you picked that particular shape? I mean, the only reason is because it is a deterministic pattern. There is a pattern there, right? You can see the pattern. It's an actual pattern. If it was just a random kind of assortment of dots around the screen, that would be really unfair. I did it because I wanted you to have to figure out an efficient algorithm. So that's why. And the @ symbol, there was a reason I picked the @ symbol. What was it? Oh, just because it ends in a 0, so I just picked it because it gave some other options for how you might kind of turn it on and off. So, uh, no, you spelled it perfectly fine. So just draw a circle and flatten the sides. Dan, so you need strong maths to win. No, not at all. I think I don't want to give too much of a clue away to it, but I think the trick is to kind of think about it as an algorithm. Don't think about it as a pattern. You know, as a screen you've got to duplicate. Think about it as an algorithm. If you was trying to describe, it's what a program is, right? You're describing to one system how to do something. You're giving it a list of instructions to follow to replicate what you want on another system. And that's all it is. You just need to think of it as an algorithm. If you were trying to describe to somebody how to make that shape, how would you do it? And that's it basically. I'm not going to say more than that because that would be giving it away. But and this is always the case with optimization. Is look at how you can how the algorithm would work for this. Sometimes the problem is best viewed from different angles, and you'll get a better idea of it then. Damn, no, everybody goes to 42 bytes. I'd be surprised if anybody gets to 42. My gut feeling is I could possibly get it to I don't know, maybe 60, 64 or something. But I don't know. I've not done it at all. I'm not going to do it either. I know how much time I'd spend doing it. So, but my gut feeling is I could probably get it down to 60 or so. Okay, right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and just mess around with the stuff here. See if I can make the door reappear again by changing the values in these areas. And then if that happens, I can kind of think I'm on the right lines and maybe is that hex 64? No, no. I think it can be done in 64. Okay, I forgot what I was looking for then. So my mind went completely blank thinking about this. So is it C9D0? I think it was in here though. No, CAD0. Yeah, here we go. Okay, so here is our door here. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to nudge the door up by one. So I'm going to change this to 02. And now that it thinks the door starts here. So I'm hoping when I come back, okay. See, it's found a door and it's cleared it, but you see how it's taken a chunk out here. So this hasn't recreated the problem. This is still the same issue. So let's put it back. And now if I go in here and go back, the door's gone. So what about if I was to move the door forward one? Go off and come back. And now the door's here. So yeah. So this could be a carry thing, as Mad Beagle was saying. Was it Mad Beagle was saying that? Somebody was saying that. Oh wow. It was Mad Beagle. Yeah, there we go. So that's probably the best place to look, because if the problem is that this has been calculated and stored in here incorrectly, then a carry flag would indeed screw this up if there was an addition to these values. I mean, it's less likely on Z80 because you do have add without carry, but it's not going to be unheard of. The fact that the door is removed properly, the doors always get removed properly. There's never been a case where I've gone up to a door to remove it and it hasn't removed. They are being removed. It's just when we move off screen. Quick implement Gameboy Color just in case. I will try and get that leaderboard sorted out this week, and it'd be nice to get those in place. And that may be one of the so on the when I said the even numbered months, you will get entered into a prize draw if you reach a target. One of the targets can be you can spend your AMK points to be entered in, so you don't have to do the challenge, or if you're struggling on the challenge, you can just enter with AMK points. So that may be one of the uses for them. I don't know yet. I have to have a think about it. Okay, so I think this is probably the problem, because if I change that value and go back, it's gone, right? But somewhere this is not being stored correctly or something, and it's causing an issue. I don't know why that is the case, and I don't seem to be able to replicate it on any decent scale. I'm going to keep trying to do so, and then if I don't find it, I'll go and have a look around. But really, until I find a way to replicate this, it is going to be an absolute nightmare. So best I can do is just keep trying, and hope that there's some kind of weird setting that does this. Aha, right, here we go. So the door is there, but I did open it. So let's go and have a look at that memory location and see what's there. So now we're going to get a better idea of what's going on here. So what was it? It was C80. That wasn't. Oh, it's not recorded it at all. It's not stored it here at all. So it should be here, and it's not. So now the question is, where on earth has it put that? Has it put it anywhere at all? Is it that? Ah, is it that I exited the screen before it had fully completed? Okay, so we're getting somewhere now. We're getting somewhere. Uh, 1 MK equals 1 less byte. Okay, I think we're getting somewhere now. So I think what happens is if you go so quickly through here. No, okay. Something doesn't put it in the right place, and I need to figure out why. Ah, is it because I changed timelines maybe as I'm pressing it? If that's the case, then that's an easy fix. I think that might be it actually. So what I'm going to do is okay, no, let's try again. I think I need to kind of jump at the door and change timelines at the same time. I thought you were telling me to relax then, and then I noticed that it's a SID tune request. It's to do with changing timelines. Okay, so next step is to work out, is there an easy way to replicate so I can guarantee it, at least for finding the problem. So if I'm in this time mode, then I change. No, okay. Okay, that didn't work. Oops. Man, it's something to do with that, definitely, because I can replicate it now sometimes. Not every time, that's the problem. Okay, that's fine. So let's first of all let's work out where that's happening, and if there is a variable which says that a door is opening. Because if there is a variable which says there is a door opening, we can probably just stop it. But no, I need to be able to replicate it. It's no good unless I can replicate almost every time. So It's really difficult to kind of get the order right, but I've done it a few times now, bouncing into that door while spamming the power change. Ugh. I'm trying to think why it might change. Hang on. Oh, Mitch's workshop. Thank you very much for the raid, Mitch's workshop. All aboard the raid train. Welcome, newcomers. Welcome to my humble channel where we're doing some Game Boy dev tonight. What have you been up to in Mitch's workshop tonight then? Stream isn't loading for you. That's a shame. What was I doing before bouncing to the pro? I'm not sure. It's something to do with opening this door while the power's. Oh, shit, hey, see that I can replicate it, just not every time. That's really frustrating. Slowly building a COVID-19 data visualization dashboard. Ah, okay. So like showing kind of infection rates and death rates and things like that, I guess. Mitch wrote a COVID vaccine in assembly. What language are you using for that then? Out of interest. If you say assembly, you're my hero. For doing some visualization dashboard in assembly, amazing. Oh no, Python. Not a Python fan, sorry. It has its data viz and assembly. I know. Can you imagine? It has its uses, and I do have to use it, but I'm not a fan at all. Sorry for all you Python fans out there. Thanks for the follow, guys. Thank you, HR. I'm just going to call you HRP. I'm not going to say the last bit of your name. Thank you for the follow, HRP, and thank you for the follow, the Glaceon, as well. Take your raid back, unraid. I still use it. I have to use it. But I just if I can get away with using something else, that I will always try and use something else. I just don't get on with the syntax at all. It just winds me up. And then annoying things like the round function changing between Python 2 and 3 really got on my wick. We've been coming to an anti-Python raid. My high-level scripting language of choice at the moment it's Node, just because that's what I've been doing the most. So Node.js. I've been doing a lot of stuff in that. But I stopped coding about 4 or 5 months ago as a job. So I'm a cybersecurity kind of application analyst now. So that's kind of what I do now, and I tend to use more Python for that than I used in my normal job. So thank you for the follow, MBRE17. Okay, let's just take a quick look at this data again, because I think it's done exactly the same thing again. It's just not put it in place, in the right place. So, so C8D0. Yeah, it's not put it in at all. And now I can't get back through that door now. 6502 is the best high level language. Yeah, you don't need to go any higher than that. Yeah, my brain has no idea what's happening here. So this is a Game Boy game written in Game Boy Z80. It's like a really bastardized version of Z80. Z80 is the is the Python of the assembly world for me. Really don't get on with it at all. But if you want to do a Game Boy game, it's this, or write something slow in C. So I'm doing it in Z80. And yeah, so at the moment we're just trying to sort out a few bugs in it. So the idea is you've got this little guy here. He runs around collecting keys. He's got a red key and a green key at the moment, and these keys open these doors, which allow you to kind of explore around and get other keys. He has some power which he can use as he's got a time travel device which allows him to travel back in time to when Game Boys were not in color, like so. It turns him into a stick man as well. And then that allows him to do slightly different kind of controls, so he can jump in different ways. So in this mode, he can jump higher and with full control. And in this mode, he has no control over his jump whatsoever, and he just jumps really far forwards. But it allows him to reach places that you couldn't otherwise reach. Oh, damn it. I'm also terrible at it, considering I've been writing and making this game for years now, with the Commodore version as well. Is the water meant to animate in the old mode? No. In fact, I need to get rid of the waves on the top there. The waves really shouldn't be there as well. Okay, so I jumped into that door, so I'm hoping now it's going to break. No, it hasn't. All right. So the moment we've got an issue with the doors not always being permanently removed. They're sometimes appearing again, and trying to figure out exactly why that is happening. It seems to be related to changing the timelines, but I can't put my finger exactly on how to reproduce it or what it's doing. So I'd start working on an idea for a puzzle game, but I think some people don't appear to be very interested in, so working on a new idea. Yeah, it's a shame. I don't know. Millie and Molly did really well, I thought. And I think Luma did quite well, considering it was very it wasn't really announced with any fanfare or anything. It kind of flew under the radar a little bit. But Millie and Molly did. I mean, in my eyes, it's one of the best games of the year. I still think Neptune Lander Elite was the game of the year for me. Absolutely loved that game. What I liked about it is it took the original game and just put it on steroids. Really, really nicely done. Ah, see, there you go. Oh no, we've got the green key. So this is the problem. Sometimes when I hit these doors, they open. But then when I go off the screen and come back, the, the the door comes back, and I don't know why. So let's have a look, see if we can find out why. So we do have this persistence open doors here. So let's have a look through the code for that and see where it's been used. So we've got this doors routine here. Okay, there's some stuff going on here, but I've not seen any additions or anything. So clear door animations. This is Bowie, isn't it? It's his two. What's that? I like that emote. What is that? Big head nerdy. uh, hmm. So there is. This is where the store. So this is not getting called basically, and it should be getting called. So let's find out where that is being called from. Check for door open. Okay, so this is where it gets called here. Right, let's find out if that gets called immediately or when the door is open. So this is going to do a break for us. In fact, I think I could just do that now and see when that gets called. Did some bips a couple of months ago. I will not miss that experience. I'm really a 6502 guys. Most of my stuff is, yeah, see there we go. It's happening straight away. So we'd expect this to actually be stored and it's not being stored. Most of my stuff is 6502 based. But Z80 is a nightmare. I'm really not a massive fan of it at all. The only reason I'm doing it is because I was intrigued by the Game Boy hardware. I really liked the idea of it. I kind of wish I'd gone down the NES route instead first, but I just bought a twin Famicom, uh, Japanese Japanese NES system so that I can do NES games as well. But to be honest, my focus is going to be on the Mega 65 for the rest of the year at least. Um, which is a much more pleasant machine to code. I mean, it does have it's got its kind of intricacies that take getting used to, but Z80 is for real. No, Z80 is just I tell you what, Z80 is probably good for as an introduction to more kind of traditional assembly, like X86 or something. In that sense, it probably serves a purpose because of the way the registers, the way the kind of the format of the commands and stuff. Whereas 6502 is a little bit odd. If you've only ever done x86 and you look at 6502, it looks weird. So um how long have I been vaping for? On and off for years, but I've only just really kind of got back into it. I quit smoking just before Christmas. I actually smoked a little bit over Christmas, but it was just one packet, and then I went back. But so this last kind of this this last step is just been kind of maybe 3 months or so. Um, uh, 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 are you gaming on the 30? How do you know I got 39? Oh, it's in my bio, isn't it? Yeah, I do now and again, but it's mostly I'm using it for video stuff. So I do a lot of video compression, a lot of video editing, so it's useful for that. Um, but I do game on it now and again. Yeah. Do you feel any effect, or is it just a habit? It's kind of a habit, I guess, more than anything else. Yeah. I don't really feel it in the same way that I used to. Which I think is why I ended up smoking over Christmas. It just wasn't doing it for me. So, okay, so this is what's getting called, but it's like it's getting called with in nothing in BC, maybe. Store open door. Okay, let's go and have a look at store open door. So, get open door reference. Maybe it's this. Maybe this is not grabbing the value correctly. And we do have an ad, and we do have an ad high here as well. Okay. Okay, now this is looking suspicious. This is definitely looking suspicious. Yeah, the ICOS stuff is all right. Actually, I did try a little bit. God, when was it? It's probably a year ago, a year and a half ago, or something. And it was all right, but my problem with ICOS is it was as expensive as smoking normally, and it didn't quite do the same thing. I'd just rather you bought two so you can check. That's not a bad idea, actually. It's not a bad idea at all. Yeah, not a bad idea at all. That was my big problem. But they're expensive as well. They're not cheap. And when you look at them, they're just cigarettes that are a quarter of the length, and yet they charge roughly the same for them. So it's kind of really, really cheeky, to be honest. Oh, Skate or Die 2. So Skate or Die 2 would have done it there. You were so close, Gunstar. Well done. But not good enough. Okay, I have a feeling it's gonna be this. I have a feeling something in here is breaking. Um, so this is times in the current screen by ah, current screen. Okay, let's have a look at this. Because we're on screen 45. And 45 times 16 is a lot more than 256. Oh, but it's in HL, so it should be fine. Okay, no, it should be fine. Okay, so it's not that. Is it failing if your feet don't touch the floor after a door before landing? Oh, so you're saying if I okay, so oh so oh no, see I did touch the floor and it failed. Damn, why is it failing? This is what I don't understand. It's like it's not putting it anywhere. What is the actual value coming out of here? Is there something wrong here? Um, can I do compare? Because I don't know what the value is that's coming out here. This is the problem. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm gonna try something here. No, because that's not going to work either. Because we're adding values here. So I wonder actually if so. This door is here. Maybe it's been put right back at the beginning. Maybe this is all failed, and all it's done is added these values here. So if we look at this bug is going to haunt me forever. I just know it. I just know it's going to haunt me forever. Yes, there you go. This is 0. Because look, it's put the door here at the beginning. So this is the open door stuff here. So this has ended up being 0, which means this is being read as 0. Okay. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to compare A to 0. And if it is not 0, then I'm going to go to skip, which is going to be here. Otherwise, if it is 0, I'm going to just put something here. It's current screen. Is this value? No, it can't be because the current screen is showing at the bottom here correctly. Okay, so this is a break here. So if we hit this break, I think it means that the door has failed, and we can start looking at why that door has failed at that point. It's got to be something to do with that current screen. That's the only thing I can think it is. Something is resetting that at the wrong time. Yeah, okay, so let's see. I think it's going to break now. If it breaks, it'll break. It writes if after the RAS you have crossed to the other screen. There we go. So I've hit the breakpoint here. It could be because we're in the middle of transitioning as we've hit the door, which means current screen is probably reset at that point. Okay. So I think it is it's kind of what you're saying there, Andy. It's like what I was saying before. I think what's happening is when you do the transition between the two, it's basically redrawing the screen. And in the process of doing that, I think current screen is being cleared. So D424, I reckon if we go and have a look at that value, we should see a 0. Yes. So at this point, this is 0. Okay. Okay, that's easily fixed. So now we just need to find the transition and just prevent door opening from happening if we're transitioning. Easy enough to do. Okay. So this will be the same for keep assist. It will be for anything like this. So we'll do it for doors first, and then we'll do it for picking things up as well. Okay, so in our RAM, we've got some states. One of the states is transition state, or is it transition current? Okay, I need to take a quick look through player, I think. Transition. Okay, transition state is maybe the one I need to be finding. Transition off. Okay, so okay. So what we need to do is make sure that doors only get used when we're not transitioning. So okay. Check for door open. Do we have the key? Okay, so here basically. No. Here. So I'm going to put a little note here to say, and we need to do the same with grabbing keys as well. Cannot open door until transition complete. So that should be it. That's hopefully all we need to do. So it's literally jumping through that door as we're transitioning, and we should no longer get stuck there anymore. I do need to take the breakpoint out, which was here. Well, actually, I'll leave it in because we shouldn't hit it now. So I'm just going to leave it there just in case we do hit it and we can see why. But I'm guessing now that's probably solved that issue. And then we do the same issue is if you grab a key as you're transitioning, we'd probably get that. Half an AMK point. Yeah, that would have been worth some AMK points, definitely. Ah, no, see, we've hit it again. Okay. But we've hit it now. Oh, wait, open door reference. And you can see again, look, we're still in the middle of this transition. And we've hit the door. So let's go and have a look at oops. D424. No, you see, we still have a screen number here. So wait, so why are we hitting that breakpoint then? Why am I hitting that breakpoint? That doesn't make any sense. Why is it taking so long now? Oh, I've got a countdown that's happening here. All right. Okay, let me just get rid of that for a second. So I think it's solved now. I just think that breakpoint is doing some weird stuff for some reason. Why is it breaking there? What is going on? What the fuck? There we go. Close. Get rid of that. Let's go back to, where was it? Map, no. Where the hell was it? RAM. No, it was doors still, wasn't it? It was still in here. Okay. Okay, so we needed the accumulator at this point here. So okay, let's do this up here then instead. Play for another, well, play, do another. Oh, why is it getting stuck there now? What is going on? Oh, okay. Actually, I can just do this before the pop as well. So yeah, Thursday we'll do C64 Checknoid. No, I can't open the door at all. Shit. It's only going to let me do it while I'm transitioning now. But I got this the wrong way around. This is no. This is. God damn it. Yeah, if I get rid of that, it's going to work. So it's definitely to do with this. Oh, damn it. It's just figuring it out, isn't it now? Well, we got rid of a couple of bugs, fixed a few graphical areas in the map, so. Bit of a. Is it Beach Boys? Yeah, it's Beach Boys, isn't it? Here it goes. Is this? Do we have? Is this? Does this need to be the accumulator? Is this what it is? Is that the problem? Yes, we need the accumulator as well. Okay. 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 Screw you, stupid thing. Okay, so we will do this down here. Okay, I'm going to push AF here. Pop AF here. Okay, to open. Yeah, that's going to be. and then I'd still have to pop it here and return. Now, is there anything I need to do here? No. Okay, so this just automatically opens if I can. Otherwise, it does this. I'm going to indent that slightly just so I can pick it out later on, because I'm probably going to need that for items as well. Otherwise, you'll be able to duplicate items by transitioning just as you land on them. Yes, that's right. As far as I remember, yeah, it's really annoying. Okay, why does it keep hitting this breakpoint? Why is it hitting that breakpoint? I don't understand. Oh fuck. Okay, because I've also got to do. Oh man, this is so irritating. Like it's stupidly irritating. Okay, let's. If I move that up there, I won't need to do that bit because the push is here. You can compare any register. Oh, can I? Okay. But you can't load a register directly. You have to do. There's all sorts of weird things. I just got used to doing it all through the accumulator. Can you do compare B? Yeah, okay. Yeah, you can compare registers against each other. Shows you what I know. Shows how much I care. Just trying to blast through it now. I've got to do all the music stuff as well soon. Doesn't make for good viewing, unfortunately. So see, that was different. That was different. I don't know if you spotted that, but the outsourced the rest of the code. No, I want to finish it off because it's going to get a physical release. It's going to get a proper Game Boy physical release, and I think that's kind of cool. I kind of like that. Probably slightly more than the Commodore stuff, if I'm honest. Just because I don't know. There's something. It feels slightly further out of reach to make a Game Boy game than it did to make a Commodore game. So there's something kind of cool about it coming to Game Boy. Plus, Nintendo had very standardized cartridge and box kind of designs. So it'd be nice to kind of see that as well. Thank you for the follow, Karabia. Welcome to the stream. I think that bug is fixed now. But what I want to do now is just go and test my theory with the keys as well. So I think what will happen. Oh, I can't grab that key, can I? Because I'm in the wrong mode. I mean, I've already got a green key. All right. Okay. So I'm gonna test my theory out. Yeah, I got that one. Yeah. Okay. So to test my theory, I'm gonna have to use a green key. Oh, damn it, too. Oh, what the hell happened then? But yeah, definitely the key. I'm not entirely sure what the hell happened then, but let's have a look through the key code, see if we can figure out what's going on there. It's going to be something similar though. So we've got in the RAM. Where is it? Key persist here. So let's have a look where that is. Okay, so keys is its own thing in here. is collectible removed. So that's where it's checking. And here we go. Here's the current screen. So again, if this fails for any reason, then we're going to fail to get the right position here. So what I can do is I can take the same code from where was it? Where the hell's it gone now? Animate doors. Yeah, this bit here. So we're going to take this bit here, which is the same, exactly the same check for the door, and I'm going to move it into the keys section as well. So at this point, we know we've hit a key at this point. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this. And hopefully we shouldn't be able to grab a key unless we can actually properly grab a key. So I don't like the screen that we're on for doing this. So I'm going to pick a different screen where it's a bit easier to grab the key. So let's go and have a look for one. I think actually the one. Yeah. Actually, no, the one up here is probably all right. I can get there without dying. So far, so good. Oh, you son of a bitch. Okay. So there's a key here, which is on screen 17. And my theory is if I grab that key and change at the same time without this on. So let's just cancel this out for a second and turn my keys off so I don't have any keys and start on screen 17. This is a great tune. Oh, I'm slouching in my chair terribly. Okay, let's give that a shot. So, I mean, other than this guy here, okay, he shouldn't hit me here. So I think if I change as I grab it, okay, it didn't work that time, but I'm going to keep trying it because I think this might be the same issue. Oh, okay. Yeah, I can't seem to bloody replicate now. It's typical. Hmm. It's not going to happen now, is it? It's blooming typical. Maybe it's the one down on that other screen, though. So let's give myself the red key. Oh, that wasn't the right. screen at all. Oh, but there's a blue key up there which could be of interest. Let's try that. No. But I think it's the same issue. I think it is definitely the same issue. It's 45 I want and not 47. It just seems to be more apparent on some screens than others. Like this one, it seemed to happen more. But not so much now. Also, is that working here? Oh my god, press the right button, will you? Yeah, okay, cool. So that fix is working from before. God damn it. I wish these things would be more consistent. No. I'm going to call it a night in about 20 minutes anyway. I'll just keep going until past, but I don't think I'm going to fix this key one. It seems to be less easy to replicate than the other one. Man, it doesn't help that I like grabbing the key straight away. I mean, oh, see what has happened there. The key is here again. Okay. The key is there. Brilliant. All right, so now we can start investigating why. Okay, so keys are key persists. Let's find out where that is. Key persist is at D000, and they are 8 each, which means this particular screen. Oh my god, how many have I got open here? Okay, so this particular screen is at 43, which times by 8 is 344. So that means that the next level is 88. So 188. So 1158. So D158 is where we should see the key, but I don't think we're going to see it at that point. I think where we will see it is at D000. Actually, we don't. It just shows us that. It doesn't actually show a key at all. Oh, mind you, I don't know what we're actually looking for here. It contains a list of item indexes to be cleared. Okay. So it has put an item index there of 01 on this, which is supposed our first screen, but it should, in theory, be at D158. So, which is, oh no, not there. So it should be here, but it's not. Yeah, let me confirm that, because I think that's the problem. I think if I put an 01 here, and then see, now it's gone. So it's putting it in the wrong place again here. And the question is, why is it current screen 0 at that point? This is I mean, I have no idea why it would be 0 at that point. But that could be a check that we do, actually. We could check, is current screen 0? If it is, then don't pick it up. Let's see if we can replicate it. Let's give it a go. Okay, so we come into here. And then, and there we go, replicated. So drop, okay, let's try that again. So I think I can get this every time, or close to every time. Oh, I'm in the rock there as well. That was a weird one. But yes, okay, I can get this pretty much every time now. Okay, so what I'm going to do is in this bit here, I'm going to just add a check for current screen being 0. Which means you won't be able to pick anything up on screen 0, but I mean that's fine. I don't care about that. So John Madden football. Nice, you got that, Akmafin. Okay, so okay, so we don't need the accumulator here, so let's get rid of that one and that one and that one. And let's make this current screen. So this is going to cause some slight glitchiness in that if you're jumping around like crazy around the screen trying to pick stuff up, you're not going to be able to pick everything up. Some things are just not going to pick up. But that's kind of fine if as long as it gets rid of this bug. So I just noticed that what Andy did. Gutted. Oh man. Okay, so I think that's going to solve it now. So let's give it a try. I'm going to, because I seem to be able to do this relatively consistently. So, oh, it says that and then can't even jump over the freaking first hurdle. Ah, yeah. You see, I didn't pick it up then. Now the question is that going to be the case if I don't come back? I think it's just if you leave the screen too quickly. So I think that's all it is. I think that's all it is. So who's actually, because I've not got entries from many people yet, but who's just like give me a shout if you're actually taking part in the competition. I'd like to get an idea of how many people are actually giving it a go. So that's 2. Working on it. Okay, cool. Ah, but you see, now I can't grab it at all. Okay, so I need to work out why current screen is being set to 0. Why is it being set to 0? What is causing that to happen? Okay. Okay, so here's all the places where current screen is being set. There's only 2 by the looks of things. One, both in map. So one here, where the value that is in C is passed in, and one here, in change screen. Okay. DE. There's no reason current screen should be set to 0. This makes no sense. So let's see how we got. So Andy's going for it. Old School's going for it. Dots is going for it. Warlock says maybe how long we got till the 30th. So a week on Saturday. Okay. Yeah, give it a try, Akmafin. Okay, so for some reason, current screen is being set to 0, and I have no idea why that is ever hitting 0. So the only thing I can think of maybe is that it's been set here for some reason, but then we wouldn't see it on the bottom of the screen. This wouldn't be right. The last thing that happens when the map is completed drawing is it draws what the current screen is on the screen. So unless for some reason that is being changed, I see no reason why. I'm just seeing if there's an exit in here, early exit or something, which means it's not drawing properly. No, I'd see everything looks perfectly normal. Yeah, this is all normal. Shadow map. Nothing else is changing. We load the value in loads of places, but these are the only 2 places in the whole game, both in here. One's here, which takes the value of the accumulator, puts it in C, stores it in the current screen, and then eventually calls map draw. And what map draw does is take the value of C and store it in the current screen. I mean, maybe this needs to not happen, and we just rely on. Let me comment that out, and let me comment this out. And the only thing we will have to do is here, where we're going to have to load this directly into current screen. So otherwise, it's not going to load in the right place. See, it's not put me in the right place at all. So that doesn't work at all. I think that needs. Is C used anywhere else? We do use C here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is instead of that, I'm going to do it here. In fact, no, I'll do it here. So it's kind of doing the reverse of what we were doing before. We're setting a value before we load rather than grabbing the value once we've loaded. It's kind of it's almost inversion of control, actually. Okay, so that worked, but I think I was too quick that time. I just spotted another bug. God damn you. Ah. But I think this might solve our issue rather frustratingly. And this would probably solve the door one as well, but I'm going to leave the door one in anyway. Yeah, I think it is because I can't seem to replicate. Okay, so there's the other issue. If you die in, which is going to be for the next one anyway. So this is okay. That's done. That's done. So death in water in old mode causes this weird transition problem here. So we're just spawning in the wrong mode here. Can you set a right breakpoint on the WRAM? I think the problem is not that it was the way I was reading the value in. I was reading it from C, and I think what was probably happening. Well, yeah, it would probably point to this anyway, I guess. Actually, yeah, it's a good point. I don't actually know if I can do that. I'm pretty sure you must be able to. Let's look. Oops. D424. No. There we go. Now, can I set a breakpoint on that? Yeah, I can. Okay, cool. So set access breakpoint. Add range. On write 0. So if anything writes 0 to it, that will get triggered. But I don't think it'll happen now because of this. So in fact, what I'm going to do, I am going to restore that now, just to see if we can replicate. Because I think that's a really good point. It'd be good to just prove that that was what was happening. I think the problem is that the C register is being corrupted somewhere before we get to this map draw. And I don't know why. Maybe it's an interrupt or something that we're not. And this is because now I need to do that. Okay, let's just quickly go into the debugger. This is going to be the last thing I do tonight. So access breakpoint. Okay, so I think if I just put 0 on there and then add, that should be enough. And there we go. Okay, D424A00. Oh, interesting. Where is that? Oh, that's at the bottom here. No, it's not. What the hell is that? And why is it not showing on here? Is this only showing open files or something? Why is that not showing up? That's weird. Yeah, let's have a look where that is in the code. So that is, according to this, that would be in Update transition. Yeah, I want to figure that out because that's a really interesting point. So thank you for that, my friend Bob. That's give me an interesting point to look at. That where is that actually coming from? Is this an interrupt? Maybe 1814. I mean, that is update transition loop. 1814. Date transition loop 2. Okay, that's here. Transition temp. Ah, what is this? RAM. That's got nothing to do with that. Why? Oh, look. They share the same memory address. Because that has 0 instead of 1. Oh my god. It was that. It was a 0 there. So it wasn't reserving anything. Yeah, I'm gonna quit in a minute, but I just want to retry this now because I think I just solved all those bugs. Yeah. Wow. Interesting. So you can I mean, that's the equivalent of doing this in Kick assembler, right? That's the equivalent of making a label, doing byte, but not putting any data in it, and then doing label 2. Oh, excuse me. And doing that in a virtual, in like uh it would be the equivalent of that sort of thing, but maybe with the correct things. Which to me seems wrong. You shouldn't be able to. Yeah, it will error in Kick, exactly. It should error in here. I mean, what is the point of DS0? It's pointless. Interesting though. That's definitely the issue. And this is why we were seeing issues with the doors as well. And because it's part of the transition, it's why it's linked to the transition. So actually what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take this door code, comment it out for a second, and we're going to try all that again now. So I think we're not going to have issues anymore. But I shall leave the code there just in case, because now we've got code for it. Yeah, this is not an issue at all. Okay, let me try again. Can't believe that. Can't believe that. Well, such is the thing with coding. Yep, I mean it's definitely fixed. Yep. Okay, cool. I'm gonna call it a night there then. That's good. So that's actually solved solved bugs in a completely different way. So let's find someone to raid. That's all right though. We've got some more bugs fixed, and that would have been causing some problems with anything that was checking that. Why is my chat's being really weird? Oh, it says I'm streaming. Uh, that's really weird. Uh, completely lost chat as well. Oh, hey, all right. Really weird. I don't know what happened there. I think Twitch has been really strange, so doesn't surprise me at all. Okay, let's go and raid somebody. So who've we got on? Chalk is on, Esden is on, Clipper is on, Jonathan Blow's on, Anime is on. I've not raided Chalk for a while. Let's have a look what he's playing. That looks like some kind of Mega Drive game, SNES game. I'm not entirely sure. Let's have a look. Wow, I can't even connect to him. Let's just risk it. Let's go for a raid on Chinese Hulk. Let's see what happens. What is going on? I think has my stream died again. Oh, I'm gonna hit raid. Let's just risk it. I don't know what's happening.